Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, brought to you today by Africa-focused gold and graphite explorer Marvel Gold, ASX code MVL. I'm Matt Birney, and I'm joined now by the Managing Director of Marvel Gold, Phil Hoskins. Hi, Phil.
Hi, Matt. How you going?
Good. Marvel Gold has been developing a number of gold deposits in Mali and a separate graphite project in Tanzania that it is planning to spin off into its own ASX-listed entity. The new IPO will be called Evolution Energy Minerals and will be headlined by Marvel's current Chilalo graphite project in Tanzania that boasts both grade and tonnes. This week, the proposed IPO got a serious shot in the arm, with a well-heeled cornerstone investor agreeing to plough millions into that float. Okay, Phil, we'll get to that in a minute, but just tell me, what is the current graphite resource at Chilalo now? What are we dealing with here?
Yeah, it's a DFS-level project with a 20 million tonne graphite resource at roughly 10% TGC, so 2 million tonnes of contained graphite at an advanced stage.
I want to get into that cornerstone investor again in a minute, as I said, but firstly, how much are you planning to raise for the new IPO? How many shares will be on issue post the IPO? And what percentage will Marvel Gold continue to own?
Yeah, it's a $22 million capital raising. The share price will be 20 cents. There'll be 160 million shares on issue, 50 million shares of which will be owned by Marvel. So Marvel will own 31%, the cornerstone investor will own 25%, an $8 million subscription.
Okay, so tell me about that cornerstone investor. You said they're putting $8 million in. What's their background and what do they add to the project?
Yeah, I've been talking to them for 12 months. They visited site in May. They're a major UK-based ESG fund, which is environment, social and governance, which is a huge thing that investors are looking for these days. So a big fund out of the UK. They love that commodity is made for the green economic future, but behind them, they're raising up to $400 million and they're looking to allocate up to $25 million US to continuing to fund the project and the company moving forward. It's a big shot in the arm for the ability to raise the capital and also the company's ESG credentials.
What's the name of that fund?
The Arch Sustainable Resources Fund.
Now, will Marvel take any cash off the table in the new float, and will Marvel shareholders get a look in, or will their benefit be limited to Marvel's shareholding post the IPO?
Yeah, Marvel will take $2 million in cash off the table, $10 million worth of shares, as I mentioned, which will be 31% of the company. Marvel shareholders will be able to participate in a priority offer. That priority offer will be online only via application, and down the track we'll also seek to potentially distribute the $10 million worth of shares via an in-specie distribution.
Phil Hoskins from Marvel Gold, thanks for joining me on Bulls and Bears today. And remember, we're only here to give you information, not advice, which you should of course seek independently. I'm Matt Birney, and this is Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page on the 6PR, 2GB and 3AW websites and click the Public Companies tab.